Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time to another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends are going off to a great start. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes, which now puts us only 6 away from Hush Delirium Week, which I hope will be happening at the start of next week. So if you'd like to see that happen, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below, because it is going to be an absolute banger of a time. Here's your picture slash works picture slash meme of the day sent in here by the Sinvicta subreddit user Red Hat Breakcore. Title of the thread was meme slash photo of the day, and then in the thread they also said, when you're working 70 feet in the air at a slow pace in Sinvicta's life, photo from my colleague Dean. And this is just awesome, man. I love that. I believe that I think that he posted which arena that was in the Reddit thread itself, but I'm honored that I'm 70 feet in the air. That's definitely the highest that we've seen so far as Sinvicta video B. And just a really just awesome shot. It looks like maybe a college basketball stadium, or possibly even a Major League Baseball stadium. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. So let's hop on in, get rocking and rolling. Thank you very much, Red Hat Breakcore, and everyone who upvoted that awesome picture. CJ is going to be, oh my gosh, starting next to a planetarium. Lima, Sierra 8-1, Mike 8, Zulu, Charlie. We've got, well, our tears rate is, yeah, buddy. 1.90 is pretty god-awful. We do also have RoboBaby 2.0. What in the world's going on here? What in the hell? I mean, we could take something from the black market right now, honestly. Kind of feeling BOGO bombs here. Bombs have been kind of a big problem lately for us, and BOGO bomb is basically going to solve all that. Now, I wouldn't mind coming back and getting the blue map. I mean, being able to see exactly where your secret room and super secret rooms are is nice, but BOGO bombs is just kind of like it's kind of like a hedge against the future, right? We're hedging our bets and saying that the game is probably not going to give us enough bombs to exist, and it's just a way to sort of just bet against that. I am going to go ahead and take this key and go into the planetarium here. It's very rare that we get to see a planetarium of floor 1, let alone be right next to the starting room. And we're going to immediately wish that we had that key back, because Saturnus is awful. And not a fan of Saturnus. We cannot afford to take damage in here. RoboBaby, you're going to have to carry us hardcore in the first few floors here, buddy. Because, yeah, 1.9 tears rate. We are not hitting anything anytime soon. Flush was very clutch in this room here. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything from the poops, but it would have been nice if we did. Movement speed is okay. Our damage is actually quite fine. Start off with it anyway. But again, the problem here exists between the fact that we just have no tears rate at all to speak of. Let's go check out this item room real quick before we get that. And Dry Baby. The Dry Baby here is going to give us a little bit of extra offense. Now we do have a sack room there and 2 hearts, which, you know, it could be a thing. It could very well be a thing. Crybaby is going to block projectiles, and then he has a very small chance, but still a chance, to do the Necronomicon effect after getting hit by a projectile. But he has to get hit. And also has to proc. So yeah, RoboBaby 2.0. Honestly, I'm just gonna let you do your thing, dog. This is all you there, pimpin'. Because I am not gonna try to sit here and try to squab with Duke when you can just simply just do it for us. Old Dukey's getting old smokied here. Look at that. Look at RoboBaby 2.0. Some people downplay his existence, but not me. We could go see. I kind of hate doing this because I really don't want to use a. I think it's a little bit of a waste here. Let's look for the secret room. We know the secret room cannot be here because it's both of the places that it should be are both adjacent to the boss. It's a very odd spot for the boss room, to be quite honest. If it's not there, then this is the only other place that would make sense. And it is here. Okay. Get a wooden chest, which has a golden pill. Our tears rate can't possibly get any worse, so really no harm, no foul here.
Shot speed.
Okay, there we go. I think all we did was just lose shot speed there. Looking at last week's question of the episode, coming in from, this one's kind of a long one. Nitsus293, who says, question of the day, lately I've been putting a lot of hours into Isaac for unlocks, and what I noticed is the imbalance of birthright on all the different characters. I wanted to ask which character, in your opinion, has the best and worst effects upon getting birthright. So this one I think is pretty easy. The absolute best, I think the best that there is probably going to be Tainted Keeper. His birthright is quite amazing. I do like Dark Juice's, or I should say Tainted Juice's birthright. I think Eden's birthright is also way, way, way up there. Being able to have a, being able to spawn 3 items out of nowhere, out of any item pool, and then you can pick one is beautiful, especially since you get to re-roll them and stuff too, or do whatever you want with them. Eden, and that's regular Eden. Tainted Eden's is also very powerful, but it's only powerful in the sense of you're looking at it from a Tainted Eden point of view. Like, yeah, it's great that you don't re-roll these items if you get birthright, but I'd rather have something that's a little bit more proactive, a little thing that makes us stronger now, not like specific to the situation that we're in. That being said, with Tainted Keeper, however, Tainted Keeper, obviously you have you've got the aura that kind of pulls in the coins a lot faster and from a greater distance. That is absolutely huge. You could definitely argue maybe Tainted Cain, but there's nothing good about Tainted Cain, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's what. Ooh. So that's what I would say is my best. My top, my favorite one, and probably the best one in my opinion, is going to be Tainted Keeper. The least favorite one, and I think this is one of the most underwhelming ones in the entire game, is going to be regular Blue Baby. Regular Blue Baby, he basically, it will make it to where all, I don't want to lie to you here, so I'm gonna actually look this up again. Apologies for the alt tab. I know. I just had it on the run too. Yeah, so Blue Baby's is whenever a red heart container would have been gained, grants 2 soul hearts instead of 1. It's just, all it is basically it just makes regular HP upgrades like lunch, like snack, and etc. Just give 2 soul hearts instead of 1. Big whoop-de freaking do. Yeah, it's nice, like that's great and all, but one thing, this is something that we brought up on that run. Recently I did a side quest for Bear Taffy, and one of the missions that we had was to find something blue. So I logged into Blue Baby, went into a greed run and whatever, and just so happened on that run later on that week I ended up continuing that run because obviously we play Isaac on Twitch as well. And we picked up Birthright, and then Birthright gave us that. It was like, yeah, you get one extra red heart upgrade for a soul heart, as you get you get 1 soul heart for a regular HP upgrade that would normally grant 1 red heart container, but since you can't get 1 as Blue Baby, you can only be a soul heart, except it turns into 2. Big whoop-de freaking do. So anyway, the solution that I had was I would like to see Blue Baby's Birthright act like Maggie's bow. Whereas, yes, you do... We just got bounced into that. I would have much rather taken Sanguine Bond if we're going to take one. Wow. Some people are going to be like, oh, stop blaming the game for your mistakes. You walked into it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, tell me you've never been bounced by a chest into something else in a double deal. Go ahead, I'll wait. Yeah, no, it happens. It happens a lot, especially if you have a certain amount of movement speed. Anyway, my solution to the Blue Baby Birthright dilemma was simply make all soul hearts grant double of what they would do. So, for example, if you get a half soul heart, it would give you a full soul heart. If you get 1 full soul heart, it would give you 2 full soul hearts instead. And I think that is a very easy and elegant way to make it better without making it totally broken. And then that opens up for devil deals. That opens up all kinds of good stuff. So that's what I would do. There's other birthrights that are pretty bad. Some of them I honestly, admittedly, don't remember. I'm just remembering some of the ones off the top of my head. And that one, Blue Babies, is very underwhelming. More HP is always great, but, like, I'd rather have something cool happen. You know? Like, Eden's birthright really does give you a lot to work with. Especially if you're on a run that's just Garbo tier. I'm happy that we got Keeper Sack, though. That is going to help us out with some much-needed stats. And we get Leprosy, which does nothing for us. Okay, I'm glad I didn't bomb to the left of the curse room, because the secret room's to the left of this room here, as indicated by these arrow-looking rock formations. It's kind of all pointing towards this wall. It's just all it is just showing you where the secret rooms are not, because it's actually north of here. Yeah, that's right. I gotta keep y'all on your toes now. We gotta work for them like street goals. So BOGO bomb's definitely paying off. We get one bomb for every we get one extra bomb for every bomb that we find. Yeah, like Birthright for Blue Baby, except for bombs, and better. Way better. Zack Dagger coming in clutch here. Can block and also attack. Member card is definitely worth bombing for, because we have Keeper Sack. The more money we spend, the more stats we're going to get. So let's go ahead and pick you up. We get a lot of damage, movement speed, and some range. Holy Grail would be very nice if we can get it. But 39 cents is going to be, it's kind of a tall order. Especially for us being on 1 HP, essentially. Super Secret Room is going to be south of here. Okay, all we need is 28 more cents. We're getting there. You know, if we get an HP upgrade, we might be able to find a Temperance Machine or even play the Sack Room Shuffle here. But right now, the biggest problem that we're facing is still going to be the lack of tiers. Great block there by Zack Dagger. It's Champion Fistula. I actually kind of don't want Robo Baby doing some work here. We don't want him to at least we want him to do work, but away from us, because we don't want him to detonate those bomb flies accidentally. We can't. Unfortunately, we cannot control when he fires, so we can only control where he goes, essentially. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. He's, you know, Robo Baby 2.0 is doing great right now. Okay, well, we got our HP upgrade, but we did get a Devil Deal, and it's gonna be Death's List. Yeah, I don't think Death's List is going to be our savior here. There's too many variables for us to lock in any sort of gains here. Now, another problem is... Let's see if we can get a key. A couple keys here. Somehow, amazingly, we're out of bombs again. With us only having one HP upgrade... This is a Temperance Machine. Not. Like, yeah, we could go play the Sack Room Shuffle, but we're not gaining hearts in a very efficient way. We're essentially losing a heart every single time we use a heart. See, them being in the secret room doesn't help us here, or in the curse room doesn't help us here, game. A third heart container would be ideal. You be careful here, because there are spikes littered in this entire level, like these right here. And your boy does not want to lose everything on walking into a spike, which I've been known to do by not paying attention. We're using a lot of time here, but honestly, boss rush was never going to happen with the tears rate like this. So the next most efficient use of these hearts is to go get one of the double hearts inside the super secret room, which is, you know. You're seeing, even if those were single hearts, we'd still be getting the same amount of taps out of them. That's the point I'm trying to make. So we're wasting a heart essentially every single time we pick one up because we only have 2 heart containers. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and right now we are absolutely frothing at the mouth for some kind of stat upgrade that involves our tiers. If we can somehow, some way get to 30 cents, that would be the miracle of all miracles. To be able to get Holy Grail after all this would be insane. We're going to need a lot of help for that to happen, though. We need a lot of hearts to drop inside of the Sack Room Shuffle. We can only do this effectively twice more. This would absolutely be the golden time for us to get the counterfeit penny, but we don't have it, so. We're going to go actually save ourselves, our future selves, some time by going to get the half heart inside of the boss room. Because that also represents another way for us to get one more tap. We're going to have to do it anyway is what I'm getting at, so we might as well just do it now. All in the pursuit of flying and happiness here. And also the absolute boatload of stats that we would stand to get. It's worth a shot. It's doubtful that we'll get the it's doubtful that we'll get enough HP to use this fully, but you never know. Maybe we'll get an Angel Deal item that gives us a lot of HP back. We could get the body. That would be like ideal. If we get the body, then it's GG. We've absolutely got enough HP to do this. But we're coming down to our last two taps here. Now we do have 1.5 hearts left inside the curse room, I believe. So we would be able to get one more out of that. Okay, so it's coming down to our last tap here. There was a red heart in here. Okay, hang on now. We do get a soul heart upgrade. Every time we get a soul heart and a damage upgrade every time that we get rid of the redemption bonus. But that pretty much spells the end of this one, because even if we tap this here, we still are going to need 2 more taps. We would tap once for bombs. No, we need 3 taps actually. Yeah, so it's done. We did get redemption, so I don't know how big of a deal that's going to be or not. I mean, time only knows, but we did get back to 15 cents. We could buy King Baby if we really wanted him. I don't know how King Baby interacts with Cry Baby, actually. The Hagelas. Now, if we happen to get Magic Mush somehow, that would be a way for us to get HP. And we didn't. Now it's over. Unless it's a health up pill, which I doubt at this point. Yeah, we'll take the loss of time. That was an extra 4 minutes that we didn't need to spend on this floor, but what can you do? It was a gambit that didn't quite pay off, but you know what? It was definitely worth the shot. The payoff was massive. The potential for greatness there. So in my opinion, it was definitely worth the shot. Anyway, that would have been a much better room there for Agalas. Keeper Sack is just going to have to be the way to go for stat upgrades now. But the only bad thing about Keeper Sack is that it doesn't give you tiers upgrades. That's the only thing. Yeah, we got plenty of bombs back here, and we got plenty of money back here. It's good. We got a Soul Heart as well from the Tinted Rock, so that at least makes it to where we don't have to fret too much about taking Red Heart damage. We actually haven't taken any damage yet from enemies that I'm aware of. And an opportunity here to gain double deal chances, and also I was hoping to get a couple bombs back, but that would have been too easy. Yeah, I was trying to just get a full charge here so we can clear that other room game, but yeah, I saw that there, Trite. Don't think you can get away with that. I saw you do that. No idea where the shop or item room is yet. Gonna go back into the big room here and just nuke everything that's in there. Like that. There is a dice room here, so we could potentially have a chance to re-roll everything. But do we give up Keeper Sack? That's the trick. That's the scary part. Do we give up Keeper Sack, which is a guaranteed source of HP? Or a guaranteed source of damage for money. If we reroll Keeper Sack, we lose all the stat ups that we've gained from it. That was something that was confirmed to me by the developers. So we got to think long and hard about this. Let's see what's inside this shop. This will determine whether or not we actually do reroll. Because the only thing that's hurting us right now is our tiers rate. Everything else we can kind of get by with. All right, Rogue Baby, come on now. This potentially could be huge here. The Soul of the Keeper.
Soul of the Keeper.
Yeah, that's real nice. We're going to be able to get Speedball. Just gave us 1.65 damage. Good lord. Buy the Soul Heart. And we don't need anything else in terms of kills, so... Big room is here. Okay, we get a mega chest. I'll take butt bombs. Belly jelly is not bad either. It gives you some damage negation, so it's fine. Plenty of bombs here to at least look for magic mush, even though it's unlikely. You never know, you know? One Spur is doing the thing. We get ourselves a range and luck upgrade. I think I'm going to go ahead and just pass on the... yeah, I'm going to pass on the reroll. We'll just head on down. Don't need tears. We are several tiers upgrades away from greatness here, but we are on a good track. Trajectory is looking quite high. Stonks are going higher. Usually a tinted rock in here. Trying to see if they're being sneaky about it. Look like it, not this time. And with our base damage going up and up and up, that's at least going to help us. It's going to provide us a little bit of an easier avenue to protect our HP. That golden rule that we love to talk about here. So there's a Sacrum Shuffle, but I'm not sure about us actually having enough HP to get her done. Get her done. This tier's rate. We're firing once every couple years here, so thank you, Dry Baby. Secret room should be here. Random lucky soul heart that dropped. And we get a Lover's card and Justice. Now, that's a lot of taps right there. I mean, our current HP and all those hearts on the ground, that's a fairly decent amount. Excuse me, game. I don't believe that you remembered that I used flush there. Apparently not. 4.5 volt would be fine. The Soul of the Keeper, and we get freaking growth hormones, which is even better. Oh my gosh, yeah. Soul of the Keepers are going ham here. Oh. 4.5 volt would be nice as soon as we can get just a better spacebar item. But growth hormone is going to give us 2 or 3 of spun and a whole lot of damage. Find that with Keeper Sack. Now, we also get this Bone Heart. So we can fill the Bone Heart here. And then we have that Lover's card as well. So let's do this. Drop the Lover's card in here. We go back up. Well, we don't. The Devil card doesn't matter right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 2 taps for now because I want to make sure that we don't lose this Bone Heart before finding the rest of this floor. But we warmed up. We've started the warm-up session on the Sack Room Shuffle. You're absolutely moving right now. Let's just go fight the boss. It's gonna be Brownie. I wish Flush was active right now. Great block there by Jelly Belly. Okay, half heart's great because it's gonna give us another tap on the Sack Room Shuffle. The booster pack. That's just super duper awesome. It's just so great. Booster pack. It's my favorite. It's just so good. Really great. We're going to reject the Devil Deal here. You get a Judgment as well, but right now we definitely want the 4.5 volt. This Ace of Hearts is good. This allows us to turn an entire room into hearts. Something that we're going to need. Not this room, though, because there's only 2 mobs in it, and that's... We need more than that. This one will only be 4 hearts. We need more than that. The Callus might... Honestly, would probably be better for us, because we've been holding on to No, which is the reason why we've been have not been seeing any other spacebar items drop lately. I mean, we're so desperate for a Tears upgrade. I would honestly take Wiggle Worm right now. The problem is that Brittle Bones is kind of screwing us right now because it keeps killing things immediately, like smaller things. Dry Baby. Yeah, that's fine. Watch, we're gonna get a room with like an egglet now or something. No. Apologies to Mr. Keeney, but no. All right, so we have a little bit of a ways to go here. And we do want to go grab these half red hearts first. Yeah, we're absolutely gonna be able to do a full shuffle here, so this is good. This is muy bueno. Even though we've been into the Devil Deal, we can still get the potential for Angel Deals here. Angel Deal items, anyway. You know, it's just a good old Sack Room Shuffle 2-step. That's what we're doing right now. Also, remember, we're still trying to work our way to get the 4.5 volt out of this shop. That not only gives us a way of recharging our spacebar item much more faster than clearing rooms, it also gives us more stats, so we can get from Keeper Sack. And if we're not going to get Tears Rate, then we better be getting some dang old damage upgrades, and that's what we've been getting so far. 10.77 is great. Again, even with Wiggle Worm here, as silly as it seems, that's a pretty nice pickup. 0.72 tears for a trinket is beautiful. It's worth the hassle of dealing with Wiggle Worm. Let's put it that way. Now, if we weren't so desperate for an actual tears upgrade, then I wouldn't be taking it, because it does kind of affect things, the hitboxes, and it kind of shuffles them around a little bit. There's weird things to the clown physics, but at the end of the day, it's still worth it. It's all about just adjusting your needs and seeing what you've got versus what you have, and pretty much it comes down to that. Right. It comes down to what you got versus what you have, which is the exact same thing. We can do, if we get a red heart out of here, or okay, well, 25 cents the quarter makes it to where we now can guaranteed get 4.5 volts. That's nice. We also have that 2 of hearts there. We can get one more tap out of this without losing the bone heart yet. Should definitely go do that. That requires us to go all the way back to the boss room. These 2 floors have taken 14 minutes. That is some of the longest floors we've ever had, but it's just one of those things, you know. It's kind of bred out of necessity. And I think it's ultimately, we're going to be happy that we did this. It's just kind of getting there is the problem. Time-consuming process. It's slow work, this. But may possibly be worth it. 2 hearts. And a bunch of soul hearts. Would have actually preferred maybe 30 cents, but soul hearts are fine. Go back. We can pick up the 4.5 volt. It was 0.71 damage and more range, so yeah. At the end of the day, was it worth it? Yeah, I'd say so. There's our damage upgrade and soul heart, which we can't actually see because we were full HP. Reed fight in our last shop is probably the most predictable thing of 2025 so far anyway. But PH Dizzle. PhD will allow us to have a little bit of a prayer and a hope, a dream of getting a Tears upgrade. 30 cents says 0.93 damage and 1 range. We get Lemon Party. It's like the game knows what it's doing to us. Just don't feel like even doing this room here. But the sack room put us in position to just be fine in terms of our damage, but our DPS is still quite bad until we can get it solved. 13.07 damage is beautiful. And again, shout out to the GOAT Keeper Sack for making it possible. We're getting double payout here because of PhD. Also, something else that you cannot discount is the fact that we have all the damage upgrades that we've gotten from a Keeper Sack combined with these orbitals make for a pretty dang powerful run. We just need Tears Rate. A Tears Rate upgrade is and we're happy. We're laughing. First lost. So the 4.5 fold, of course, is going to help us out in case we do actually get... That bounced. It got bounced till tomorrow. We potentially get a better spacebar item now that we've gotten rid of no. Wrong. Chad? I do wish that the Something's Wrong aura gave you a little bit longer of a duration, as you saw right there. Hey, it's to be a pill, like it feels. Oh yeah, we don't have flying. It feels like it just wears off too fast. No. And we've gone the wrong way. That one was tinted rock for a second. It's not the button I meant to press. There goes our Fool card. Pretty happy about that. Wouldn't mind getting another Judgment or two here just to shore up our HP a little bit. Not that we're in trouble or anything right now, but I'd like to be able to have a little bit more HP for a good devil deal. The golden umbilical cord. We do not need. And another dead end. All right. Right. Maybe this is the right way to go. Just gotta bum rush those eye lasers down because you already know what they're capable of. You dry, baby. At least we have the... I mean, us having the 4.5 volt for flush is quite nice, too. It ensures that we at least have it up for almost every single floor. Almost every single room, I mean. And another dead end. All right. How does he do it? How does he do it? 30 minutes into Womb 1. Oh, baby. That's some clown physics right there. You saw that bounce by the needle. Oh, I'd rather not give up our only tears up. Now, you would think that with us having PhD, we assuredly will find a tears up pill, right? Right? You would think that. But I wouldn't count your last breath on it. Let's put it that way. Tinted rock in here. Get our first tears rate upgrade of the entire run. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it. We get our soul heart back. We get some more damage. We got the wiggle knife, which is, with this amount of damage, is going to cut through everything. Like a hot knife through Isaac. Sounds more metal than it actually is. We get a fire rate upgrade. A little bit late for that there, Consolation Prize, but I appreciate the gesture. Thanks for those of you who've been checking out the Blueprints mini-series. Been doing alongside Isaac. Game is definitely interesting. I don't know if it's fun, though. It's definitely fun to get rewarded by saying, hey, you get a you did a good job at getting this puzzle, or like this, you know, finding this secret, that sort of stuff. That's definitely the carrot that keeps everyone coming back. I have fun when I'm solving stuff. And I mean it's a very unique roguelite. You know, it's definitely not an escape room roguelite or anything like that. I think the escape rooms, I think that comparison came from the fact that like you've got puzzle rooms and stuff. I don't think it actually because like you're in danger or anything there. Which I kind of appreciate. Like if you've been watching these episodes of Blueprints, you'll see that like at a very slow progression pace. The game is it seems like it would be boring as all hell. But if you've been paying attention to everything and not skipping through stuff, or you know you've already seen someone else do it or whatever, then you know you're not going to have as much enjoyment as it is for the members of the Mosh Pit who are watching who've never even heard of the game before, and you get to discover it on your own. Then it's a really unique experience, something that we haven't seen in quite a while in gaming. And it's definitely, I don't know if TB would ever like this game. I bet he would probably solve the first like 2 puzzles and then get to a point where he can't go anymore and get frustrated and say, no, screw it. For me personally right now, I still do enjoy discovering stuff about the game. I know based on what people have been saying in our streamer discords and stuff, I have not been spoiled. My God, it's a tears up.
Tears up.
I've not been spoiled on anything, thankfully, because everyone's being real cool about it. But I do know that there is a lot. There's apparently a lot more in the game than just simply getting to room 46 and then after that there's nothing. Like the game seems like it just starts there. So that really has me interested to see what we've got to discover later on. So it's a good series. Those of you if you're getting a little tired of Isaac or you're just looking for something new on the channel, then go check that one out. Of course, if you do like those videos, the like button is always appreciated, and it does greatly help out. It helps out more. I've explained for over a decade and a half now, almost, how important the likes are on videos, and it goes for any video, not just Isaac, but anything.
Tears up.
You know, that's those of you who've had multiple 100-day streaks of posting in the comments. You have no idea how great that is. The YouTube algorithm looks at that and that is just solid gold right there, because they know that you're a loyal viewer. You keep coming back. Get recommended new stuff, maybe even if it's not your normal stuff and you're still watching those. That's phenomenal. That's the greatest honor that you can do to any YouTube channel, is to tell the algorithm that you want to keep coming back. So thank you for everyone who does that each and every day. Surely this is the right way to go, right? Right? It is. This run was dead ends abound, but thankfully Mom's Knife is going to cut down on the, no pun intended, of course, but cut down on the heated cure time. Cure time? Clear time. Good lord, man. It's time for a nap. I don't want to lose this bone heart, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Balls of Steel pill. Turns out our pill pool was not that bad. We just, of course, didn't see any of our tears ups until after we'd taken Mom's Knife, where at that point, tears ups are kind of a little obsolete. Man, dude. I honestly don't know what's been going on. It seems like the chests lately have just been really, really underwhelming. You think about other games. Think about other games where you get to the final level. Like, this is it. This is the final level. All your journey has come down to this. It's culminating into this one last showdown against your final boss. Here are some items to help you. They give you Farting Baby, Scapegoat, Mom's Eye, and Rune Bag. You would think that the game's trying to set you up for maybe something a little more epic. But nope, that's not Isaac. Wouldn't be Isaac if it did that. Cool, you two are very cool. Try that again. AWAS, which doesn't actually help us at all. I don't think can't create a crawl space? Oh, it can. The basement. Yep. Ekodama. That was actually one of the original requests for Judging of Isaac. And I'm not saying it will never happen, of course. Never say never, but Ekodama is... it's not even an item that I think about, to be quite honest. I honestly remember the first time I got Ekodama, I was like, oh man, it's like, think of the potentials, think of all the tier effects it's going to inherit and stuff. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. We get a Perthro rune, by the way. And we've also gone the wrong way, so it gives us a perfect opportunity to go over here, re-roll our chest. Maybe we'll get something useful. Lusty Blood here and Scorpion. Now let's go to the real side of the map. Yes, Lisa, the state unfair. I don't think there's probably anyone who understands that reference, but Justin. Good old hindsight, Justin. He is a long-standing member. In fact, he's the original member of the Mosh Pit. Of Husky StarCraft fame as well. Featured, I mean, I've never been featured in a Bronze League Heroes match. He was. I've known Husky forever. He says, so Justin's just way cooler than I am. It honestly is not a very high bar to set. All the Forgotten, I'm drowsy. So we are going to get the dub here. It took a long route, but we did make it. And yeah, that's what no tiers upgrades look like on a run, unfortunately. And I don't mean to keep harping on the same thing over and over and over again like that, but it is true. Imagine what this run would have looked like had we had an even slightly good tiers rate to go along with this massive amount of damage that we got. But again, Keeper Sack showing who the GOAT is, and of course, shout out to RoboBaby 2.0. I think he's an underutilized follower, and honestly should be looked at a little bit more intensely, because I do think there's some quality damage that you can get out of him. It's basically like a Ludovico that you control, but you don't have to worry about losing your tiers, and it still does an adequate job at it. So hope you all had a fantastic Saturday to the start of your early Easter weekend. Again, happy Easter to those of you who celebrate it tomorrow. We will be doing an episode, obviously. The show never stops. And thank you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to pages of mine like Matthew Ramsey, Paradoxies Blackheart, and Alex Meyer. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.